Welcome to another edition of a week of mass shootings. There were 9 reported mass shootings this past week, from April 22nd through April 28th, giving us a total of 131 on the year. There was a drive-by injuring 5 people in Petersburg, Virginia, an argument at a DC nightclub that injured 6, a physical fight that led to a shooting of 4 in Daytona Beach. The shooter in that one was Misael Maldonado, a shooting at a Tucson, Arizona house party that killed 1 and injured 3, a teen killed 1 and injured 3 at a Fitzgerald, Georgia house party. The shooter, Channen was 17 years old, and that was the victim. And here's some news clips of 4 of the other mass shootings from this past week.
With breaking news.
It's a very tragic, very sad situation.
A family tragedy on the southwest side of the metro. Police now confirm a father shot and killed his wife and 3 of their children before turning the gun on himself.
And now we know who has been involved. Police say this is the couple's picture. And police tell News 9, 42-year-old Jonathan Candy on the right side of the screen shot and killed his wife, Lindsay, and 3 of their children early yesterday morning, killing them all. The children who were killed, we now know their names: 18-year-old Dylan, 14-year-old Ethan, and 12-year-old Lucas Candy.
The murder-suicide unfolded inside a home between Yukon and Mustang. Addie Crawford live this morning. She starts our team coverage with more on the crime. Addie.
Lacey and Robin, we just received major detail from police just moments ago, but it still remains a mystery this morning as to what caused this father to murder his wife and 3 children. Now, I want you to take a look at this video of the scene from yesterday morning near Southwest 29th in Check Hall near Yukon. Police were called to the home around 9:30 for a welfare check, and that's where they discovered the 5 bodies. Police are calling this a murder-suicide and say they found the gun lying on Jonathan Candy's chest. Police say a 4th child was in the home at the time but was unharmed and released to family members at the scene. Investigators are still piecing together what caused this heartbreaking tragedy. News 9 is speaking to Oklahoma City Police right here at headquarters coming up here at 10:30.
WLBT News starts now with breaking news.
And it comes from Hinds County, where the Sheriff's Department is investigating a shooting that happened just before midnight in Utica. Sheriff Tyree Jones says 4 people were shot at the Sugar Shack Club. 2 of the 4 have since been released from the hospital. 1 is still in critical condition. The sheriff says the 4th victim, 41-year-old Jason Harris, was shot multiple times and died at the scene. He says the shooting happened after an argument among a group of people. At least 1 person has been questioned in the case, but deputies are still gathering information. If you know something that could help investigators, call the Hinds County Sheriff's Department.
Breaking news tonight, Texans wide receiver Tank Dell is recovering after being shot last night in Florida. The team made the announcement in an afternoon post on X, formerly known as Twitter. It happened at a nightclub in Sanford, Florida, just about 25 miles northwest of Orlando. Police say the shooter is a 16-year-old who opened fire at 10 people after getting into an argument there. We're told Dell sustained minor injuries and was released from a hospital and is said to be in good spirits. He is expected to make a full recovery.
Also breaking details tonight on Fox 8 News about a police standoff in Kenner where 3 officers and 2 innocent people were shot. The suspect is dead. 2 of those officers are now out of the hospital, and the 2 innocent people are expected to survive. Authorities say today's shootings all stemmed from an attempted murder and armed robbery last Tuesday, where Matthew Lathers was identified as the suspect. Fox 8's Andres Fuentes live in Kenner with more on the suspect and the standoff. Andres.
Maddie, we're live here in an otherwise quiet part of Kenner. We're still seeing some police out here doing their wrapping up their initial investigation after that hours-long standoff started this morning, ended in the early evening, and from what we were told, it was very violent out here with gunfire, flashbangs, and even sniper fire from JPSO, all to kill a suspect who police say have shot at 5 people alone today.
Jefferson Parish Sheriff Joe Lapinto says a violent Sunday morning on Kenner and Farm Avenue started when 2 innocent men in this truck pulled up in front of a home after going to church. Police say that's when 31-year-old Matthew Lathers allegedly opened fire. Kenner police say Lathers was wanted for an armed robbery this past Tuesday that left a 56-year-old injured, and investigators were tracking him down ever since.
I think what happened this morning is some innocent people pulled up at the house. He thought it was police and fired upon them.
Kenner police says that they quickly sent in the SWAT team to surround the home and eventually sent in a SWAT robot to scope out the property. But when that robot got caught, that's when 3 SWAT members were sent in to retrieve the equipment, and then gunfire erupted.
The 3 SWAT officers entered the residence to free up the robot. When they were freeing the robot up, they began receiving gunfire. One was shot in the arm, one was shot in the leg, and one received one in the stomach.
That's when Kenner police called in JPSO SWAT, who also swarmed the home, attempted to make contact with Lathers until he allegedly started firing from inside of the home. That's when Sheriff Lopinto says a JPSO sniper took Lathers out.
Same suspect came up with his rifle at that same location where one of our snipers was able to return fire on him and take him out at that point. We attempted to negotiate with him numerous times. We attempted to make contact. There was no answer by any means, nor did he ever try to negotiate with us SWAT officers. And it wasn't until he took the positions that he did that they fired upon him.
And again, just to reiterate, we know that one of those police officers still in the hospital in stable condition. The other 2 were discharged earlier this afternoon. And we're also hearing that the 2 innocent victims who were shot here in this area also in a stable condition. Now, as I mentioned, you are still seeing some police presence still out here in this area. They're still wrapping up their investigations, trying to figure out just how much gunfire was shot, not only by Lathers, but also Kenner police and JPSO. But once we have more information about that investigation, we'll be sharing that with you both on air and online. But for now, reporting live here in Kenner, Andres Fuentes, Fox 8 Local First.